Just 1 week ago, that Detroit police found 2 people collapsed from carbon monoxide poisoning, and officers found 2 generators working inside that house. So this week is Carbon Monoxide Awareness Week, and so we want to remind you of ways to stay safe as temperatures continue to drop. And I'd like to welcome Sharon Cooksey from Kidda, a manufacturer of home safety equipment. So thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for letting us be here to talk about this important topic.
Right, this is so important, and it's also one of those things that just is so easily forgotten about too.
Right.
But it's very, very important that we have these detectors in our homes. So can you tell us what exactly is carbon monoxide?
So carbon monoxide is basically a gas. It's like natural gas, but it doesn't have the odor that natural gas does. It's known as the invisible or silent killer for a reason, because you can't see it, you can't taste it, and you cannot smell it. But it's in almost every home.
And that's why it's important that we have these detectors in our homes too. And I was talking to you before we came out here during the break too about the fact that a lot of people unplug these things or the batteries, you take the batteries out.
Yeah.
So it's important to make sure that you have fresh batteries in there, and number one, that they're plugged in.
Absolutely. So here's the thing. On the market are alarms with a built-in 10-year battery. So it takes the hassle out of the whole deal. It's the best lifestyle choice, honestly. So no replacing batteries. No, you can't even pull the batteries out if you wanted to. It's built in, it's sealed in, right? So it's a really good option. And there are ones with displays that tell you exactly what the carbon monoxide readings are. But here's the thing we want everyone to know, and a lot of people just don't know this, that your smoke and carbon monoxide alarms all need to be replaced every 10 years. Whether you've changed the batteries or not, whether you hit the test button.
The unit's got to be replaced.
The whole unit.
Okay.
The whole unit needs to be replaced, or it's probably not sensing the way it should be.
Okay. Yeah, and it's always a good idea to put stickers on there too, so you know when it was purchased or when the batteries were changed for both smoke detectors and carbon monoxide. So what exactly is carbon monoxide poisoning, and what are the symptoms, and how do you know if you might be experiencing that?
So here's the thing about carbon monoxide. We tend to see spikes of incidents in the winter at the same time that the flu and those cold viruses are starting to peak as well. And the symptoms are almost identical.
Okay.
Right? So fatigue, nausea, headache, the symptoms mirror each other until you hit, with the flu, a fever, and with carbon monoxide you have a fast heart rate. So that's the only difference.
Okay, and these are some reminders too that grill is important too. Never grill in your attached garage.
Yes.
And have an alarm on every floor too. And as you mentioned, replace them every 10 years. And I was asking you too, where should they be replaced? Because I have a baby boy, and once he started crawling around, I'm like, well, we got to move these a little bit up. But it can be at any level, just as long as it's in an area with central flow of air in the home, right?
That is absolutely it. Never put it in the corner.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for all that information. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks for letting me.
And thank you for watching 7 Action News this morning.